So listen, when you think about jobs most at risk of AI, you might picture factory workers, cashiers, maybe someone working at the front desk, but a new study is revealing quite the opposite. It's actually many white-collar jobs that could be the first to go. And now we're getting a better sense of exactly which ones are at the most at risk.
All right, to break this all down, we want to bring in our chief business correspondent, Taylor Young. Taylor, this is a list I'm not sure, or I'm sure not many people are hoping to be on. People are kind of like, Taylor, not my job,
especially because it's a pretty lengthy list. So in a brand new study by Microsoft, it analyzed thousands of interactions at 80+ jobs to really find out who is using AI at their work right now, because it concluded that the more often you're using AI at your job, the more likely that role could be automated. So yeah, that was kind of the equation it used to produce this list, which I think is really eye-opening, because not only do they kind of get into who's most at risk here, but they also kind of provide a list of jobs that are also the most safest. So it's not all doom and gloom. So among the most exposed, AI-exposed roles were translators, writers, PR specialists, sales reps, web developers, and even teachers were on the list. According to Microsoft's findings, these jobs rely heavily on research, writing, and language, everything AI does arguably well. Now, the list also included financial advisors, data scientists, and even journalists. Gas.
What?
Huh?
Yeah. Now, on the flip side, the study also highlighted jobs least likely to be replaced by AI. And as you'll notice, there's kind of a pattern here. I mean, think physical skills or jobs that require a human touch, like phlebotomists, which they take our blood, which was the #1 AI-resistant job. Others on the list include nursing assistants, embalmers, massage therapists, and essentially every single trade job you can think of, from floor sanders to roofers. Microsoft says these roles showed little to no AI interaction. So you can see what their thought process is here. If you're someone whose job that you can use AI in on a daily basis, you can see why potentially that role could be automated.
Okay, a lot to take in here. The first graphic you showed, the ones that are most at risk at being on the chopping block, a lot of those came with higher education. Right? And so why are those being the ones that could be cut due to AI? Yeah,
so whether you need a degree or not, I mean, a lot of these jobs, I mean, they include work that's repetitive, predictable, and a lot that kind of requires reading, writing, and research, exactly what AI is really thriving in. And so, I mean, take a job that requires reading and writing, you know, it might take hours for a worker or a whole day's work to kind of read or report and create maybe even a lesson plan. And AI can now do that in just a matter of seconds. So, you know, this does not mean that writers, journalists, and teachers are going to be going away completely, but it could impact parts of their workflow that could maybe be automated. That could also, of course, lead to consolidations, which would mean layoffs, but I do think on the bright side, this could lead to, if companies kind of approach this the right way, better work-life balance. So it really will depend on how these industries really start to incorporate AI.
That's why I appreciate you, Taylor. You always give us a glass half full approach.
A little bit, yeah,
well.
I try to.
Taylor, for kids who are returning to school this week, college freshmen who are getting ready to go, what does that mean for them as they're entering the workforce, especially like people who are just graduated too? What do they do saying, AI, could it take my job?
Yeah, so I think that this is really still being worked through. And because think about it, AI really just became open to the public just a couple of years ago. A lot of these recent graduates that are dealing with this right now were still in school at the time when ChatGPT became a thing. So we are seeing more schools kind of incorporating AI into their classes, or now there's majors that kind of focus on AI. I will say, like I try to keep things positive, the generation most impacted by this is absolutely Gen Z, and they have really kind of come out on top and accepted. You know, the data shows that more Gen Z workers today are using AI at work. They're the ones that are kind of leaning into this and not kind of pushing it away, which older generations might be doing at first. So I do think on the bright side, the Gen Z generation is kind of accepting this as the reality. This is the technology. This is changing the workforce. So let's kind of use skills that AI doesn't have to kind of make it even better to complement it.
Do they need a TV phlebotomist? I mean, maybe there's some job security.
TV phlebotomist.
I don't know what that looks like.
Draw blood on TV.
No one really wants to see that, but I'm just trying to find job security.
I don't think anyone wants to see an AI anchor either, so.
Yeah, thank goodness they're still in its infancy and they don't look so real just yet. So, all right, thank you, Taylor. Appreciate it.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.